Hey guys, give me 1 second. Just gonna set up Facebook real quick. 2, 1, yay! Okay. Where's my camera feed on Facebook? Ah, crap. All right, hold on for a second, guys. My video start. Yeah, I know. Dang it. My video, Logitech webcam. Oh, that's why. Haha, wrong camera. There we go. There I am. All right, go live again. I have to change the title. All right. Anyways, all right. Hey guys, Kevin here, Freelance Computing, working on a really messed up iPhone 6. Look at that. Wow, it's really shiny. Yeah, see that noticeable crackness all up in this? So I had my beanbag going. Actually, let me see if I can tag. Oh, dang it. Steven. Nope. Oh. Ooh, excuse me. Is he not? Ah, there he is. Yes. Oh, damn. Come on. There he is. Boom. All right, tag them. Hey guys, what's going on? All right, so sorry, like I was saying before, iPhone 6, going to be replacing it with this brand new LCD, which I actually sell on Amazon. Oh, actually, no, not yet. No, I got a couple of sample ones, and I actually haven't posted on Amazon yet. Oops. But found this really good company that sells them to me wholesale. So yeah, sorry, my nose is itchy. I ate some like spicy chicken. No, I'm not doing drugs. And why I'm rubbing my nose? No, it's because I ate spicy food. So I'm just saying that as a disclaimer right in the beginning. So don't even. Oh god. Only thing about this packaging, it's really tight, and I can't seem to. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got a brand new screen. And you know what? Let me change my camera angle. Sorry, guys. Let's put it down. There we go. Okay. Okay, yeah. All right, so I got the new screen here and an iPhone 6. I already had it running in the bean bag just to loosen up the adhesive before I started the live video. So the next thing I'm going to do is, if you notice, I do have packaging tape here. Yeah, pretty important. This is to make sure I don't shred my fingers while I'm actually doing this. So. And I'm sure you guys know it before. I've done a couple of iPhones already. I've done an iPhone 6S. I've done the iPhone 7, which you know that I've completely complained about because of the home button issue and them preventing me and other people who are not Apple certified to repair the home button from the old screen to the new screen, that whole thing. So you have to pay Apple to do it, but I digress. All right, so don't mind me. I'm just getting out all the tools that I require for this. I need to figure out, this was the T2, was it? The one that I think I fit? Yeah, I think it was this one. Okay, cool. All right, so, and once again, I am using my infamous iFixit kit. I don't know if you guys could see that. Yeah, iFixit. Great kit, works awesome for everything that I do here. I'll put a link on the description below for those who would like to, who are interested in purchasing one. So, okay, let's see. I think I have everything I need here. Actually, give me a second. I'm going to put away my keyboard and my mouse, slide this sucker over, have some more room. Okay, beautiful. And I'm going to grab my bowl of water, because I am a little bit parched. Oh, yeah, refreshing. Okay, cool. All right. So if you guys notice on the Facebook chat, I did tag my friend Steve. It's actually his son's phone. And he dropped it off late last week. And I asked him, are you in any hurry of this? And he was like, to be honest with you, no. He needs to learn not to break his stuff. All right, so that wasn't the right screw for it. Which one is it? That was the T2, right? Yeah, Torx. No, it's not a Torx. What am I doing? TR. No. Jeebus. All right, hold on, guys. Sorry. Which one? Which one was it? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the was it the P? Yeah, okay. So it's the P2, not T2. So this is not a Torx. The Torx is too big, so you have to go for the P1. Yes, there we go. Okay, beautiful. All right, so, and the reason why I'm holding it in between the beanbag is because I haven't put the packaging tape on it yet. I'm going to do that after I take out these screws. Okay, there we go. All right. So if you haven't noticed already, doing the iPhones are pretty similar. Up to, I think, the 7. I think 8 and up, they waterproofed everything. So there's no 2 screws. You have to basically unglue the whole thing. Sorry for the noise, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and tape this puppy up. There we go. And so hopefully I'll have better luck with this phone. When I was doing that iPhone 7, some reason it was just a complete pain in my butt, and I just could not get the thing open, and it was pretty bad. And then, of course, I totally forgot about the whole home button thing. So even after me replacing the screen, it didn't help because he couldn't use his home button. So what the hell was the point of that, right? Okay. So let's have at it. Okay. Actually, I think I might be able to get underneath without even the suction cup. Let's go ahead and try it. Yeah, it's already okay. Nice. Nicely done. See, this is what I like. Nice and easy. Show all my viewers that, hey, it's not too bad. It's fairly simple to do. Now, I don't know how many of you watched my video I did with the iPad Air 2, I think it was. How the glass was so shattered that I couldn't even get a clean, cut underneath it. And I basically had to scrape off all the other stuff. So, yeah, that video took me about 1 hour and 40 minutes to finally, even just to get the screen replaced. Took me about 1.5 hours just to get the screen off and to clean off all the garbage and then just the screen on. But good news is, got this replacement screen on there and everything was working great. So can't complain. Okay, wow, I have a lot of people. Nice. I hope everyone enjoyed their day off, the ones who actually got a day off today. Looking for my SIM card remover. Hold on. There we go. Because, I totally prep for live videos. Anyways, yeah, so had today off, but it wasn't really a day off because I had to basically run errands. First thing, I had to replace doorknobs for my parents because they got new doors installed. So they got a keyless pad and everything. So I was like, oh, good for you guys. Of course, it was my suggestion for them to go keyless because in case they forget their keys because, they're getting old. But that was besides the point. So yeah, did that. And then for those who have been following me on Facebook, and for those who don't know yet, I bought a store. The store is located up in Concord, New Hampshire. If you Google it, it's the store. The current owner, the store name is called Local PC Solutions. So if you Google that for Concord, New Hampshire, you can take a look. He doesn't really have much of a social media presence. So it's very, very basic. But I plan on improving that store, and it's it's my store. Eva was totally excited about it, and she was already telling everyone before, we even got everything done. And to be honest with you, we're still working on the transition. So we had a meeting opportunity. And so he decided to go with that, and it's full time. And he's basically like, I've been doing this store for a while, and I am pretty much done. So do you want it? And I was like, sure. So so we ran some numbers. I actually met his current employee today. That's why I was up in Concord. Really nice kid. He's been running the store pretty much on his own for about a year. So the store is pretty much self-sufficient. So hopefully, I did offer him, some incentives for him to stay and whatnot. So hopefully I think he's gonna go for it. So I'm gonna put this out there. Sometime in the future, I will probably need another employee. He runs a store, yes. So that's basically, he does the repairs and also check-ins. But at some point in the future, hopefully as the company grows and more people are going to this store, I will probably need another employee, because I will be changing the hours. Right now, it's only Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And no weekends or whatever. So I was like, well, that's a lot of missed opportunity. So I would like to open the weekends up. Maybe not Sunday. I'll probably leave Sunday closed, but probably open Monday through Saturday. And then I would like to change the hours too. Right now it's 9 to 5, but a lot of people work those hours, so it's kind of pointless if we're open while everyone else is working. So there's another missed revenue there. So the employee I will be looking for will be mainly doing check-ins, like at the front counter, and he only does PC repairs. So there's a whole nother market that's not open. He doesn't do iPhones. He doesn't do Apple products. He doesn't do tablets or anything like that. Just strictly desktops and laptops, and that's it. So I'm probably looking for someone who has some sort of Apple knowledge, and then also to do check-ins, and and then also assist with the extra hours that I would like to have open. So if you know anyone that's looking for like an entry-level job for a store, and like I said, it's for check-ins and yada yada. So basically, think of it, the easiest way is think of it like Geek Squad, where you bring a computer to the front desk. They have the guy up there on the computer, and he either has you fill out a form, or he basically ask you questions like name, address, what's wrong with the computer, yada yada yada, that sort of thing. So you'll be doing that, and that'll be the check-in process. Also, he doesn't have a storefront, so it's only repairs. He doesn't sell anything. So I'm going to be adding a whole like storefront where I'm selling like laptops, custom build, business, and gaming desktops, all there in the front. And also, since I will be doing, I want to implement phone repair, so we'll have like cases and tempered glass screens, and then also upgrades for your computer, so like RAM, solid state hard drives, external hard drives, that sort of thing. So I'll need someone to do check-in and also sales in the front. And then also, if by some freak of nature my employee isn't able to make it, I could have that person cover for the front of the store and also the repairs in the back. Obviously, don't interrupt anything that he's doing, but just to check in and do simple things like RAM upgrades, graphics card installs, that sort of thing. So just keep that in mind. That's what's going on right now. Hi everybody who's joined. Let's see, Donna, Carolyn, Chad, Deb, Dave, John. Adele, Kai. Wow, Kai. Hi, how's it going, man? Patty, Teddy Ritter, and Nano. What's going on, guys? Okay. So yeah, if you guys are interested, or if you know anyone that is interested in that, please let me know. My email is Kevin, so my first name .ing ENG at freelancecomputing.com. So the name of the company. Feel free to shoot me an email, a resume, and also anybody else that you know that might be interested for that position. So, all right. So right now, just remove the screen, right? And then now what I'm doing is I'm removing the home button. So the nice thing about the 6S and lower is that as long as you take off the home button from the original screen and you move it to the replacement, the home button will still work. You still have the fingerprint scanner, Touch ID, all that kind of stuff. But what you want to be careful with is this part, this little square right where my finger is, this piece here. So there's a very thin ribbon cable, and this is all held on by adhesive. So what happens is that as you're unplugging this and you're trying to remove the adhesive, you might rip that ribbon cable. Even though it might not look like it's damaged, it could be underneath. And the moment you damage that ribbon cable, that's pretty much it. So the home button it won't really, well, the home button might still work-ish, but you might not be able to do anything else with it, such as the fingerprint reading and everything like that. So you have to be very careful when you're removing underneath it. So sometimes I could get like a decent grip after I get the adhesive pretty much loosened. But this one still seems it's still pretty tight. So I'm going to get my trusty X-Acto knife. And that's another thing too, because you're using an X-Acto knife, just be careful not to, slice the thing up, but just gently go underneath just to get into the adhesive, just for you to lift it up. And you should be okay from that point. And as I stated many times before in my other videos, if you hear me go quiet, it usually means that I'm focused on something. So I'm not ignoring anybody. I just want to make sure that I don't cause anything to break here. All right, so now that I got that underneath. There we go. Okay, beautiful. So once you have that part off, what you could do is just press on the other end. Obviously, move the packaging tape that's kind of in the way. And there is a gasket. You want to keep the gasket. So as you're pressing up, just make sure you press up evenly. And then you should be able to just peel off. Now, of course, because of the... Oh, no. I got most of the... All right. I got most of the glass stuck on the thing. So just because of the shattered glass, just make sure you remove any pieces of shattered glass from the gasket, because since you are transferring this over to the other screen, you don't want to have that on the new screen. So yeah, this thing is, whew, man, that is shattered good. Yeah. Oh, and mind you, he didn't give me the phone like that, so he had it in this case. And notice how it has that plastic this. So he was like, yeah, you might have a little bit of issue trying to get the phone out. And I was like, yeah, that's fine, because at least the case removes from the back. So I took the back off and just basically did like a patty cake thing. Just kind of tapped it and the phone just fell flat. And then basically, put it under the thing and used the packaging tape and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, just things you have to just be aware of while you're doing this kind of stuff. So. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's transfer the home button first. Okay, let's see. Hey, Mercedes. What's going on, girl? Okay, so now same thing. As you can see, this is the part where it connects to that little bit right there. So that part is already part of the screen. So what you want to do is just basically just put it back. I might have to peel this back a little bit just for you to reposition. There we go. And then you just basically just drop it in there and just kind of line it up. Now there are little pegs here that ribbon cable goes back onto. So just kind of match it there. Press on a little bit of it. Oh, yeah, see already. Yeah, good enough. Right, good. Yeah, just make sure there's 2 pegs. Just make sure you match the pegs. And then when you're bending this part, that ribbon cable that I removed, where is it? Trying to angle for you. This little piece right here. Just make sure while you're putting it and you're reconnecting it, not to shift it. What's up, Justin? Not to shift it while you do that, just in case, because what happens is even though the ribbon cable is delicate and you don't rip that, the connection for it is also very delicate too. So I've had other people, like I guess me, myself too, everything's a learning process, right? Where I would push it and try to like maneuver it back in there, and I just destroy all the little pins underneath it. So I want to be careful with that. And of course, most important part, the button won't click if you don't put this piece back on, the metal piece that goes behind it. So yeah, that's important. That allows it to go clicky. And all right. Oh, that's cool. So what's nice about it is that this actually has like a little bit of padding, so it keeps that ribbon cable pressed down. That's nice. See, I liked when Apple made their stuff where other people can fix it so you don't get screwed over by them. Where is the woman? You mean Eva? She is actually next door, currently tattooing. She had 2 long appointments. She had an appointment at 12:30, which finished around 6 o'clock, and then she had her current appointments that was at 7 o'clock, and it is 9:30, and she is still poking away. All right, and after you put on that panel, just press the button. Make sure you. I don't know if you can hear it. Hold on. That little clicky noise. ASMR for you guys. Yeah, so it seems pretty good. All right, and then now, so I usually keep that plastic on if they don't have a case, and I'll either sell them a tempered glass if I had one, or just highly suggest them get either a case or a tempered glass, and I'll just at least leave this so you have some sort of protection on it. All right. So for this guy here, there's 4 ribbon cables here that I've already removed previously off the old one. So we go ahead, and same principle with this, with that little ribbon cable here. A, you don't want to rip these, and B, same thing. The teeth are very, very thin, so just make sure you align. Well, make sure you don't get like dog hair either. You can thank Maverick for that. And I vacuumed this entire table too before I did this. Anyways, sorry, I digress. So as you're placing it, just make sure you're lining it up correctly. And if you do press down on it, you can press down on it gently until you basically feel that, okay, that feels like the right spot, and it usually just clicks right in. The tough part about new screens, notice how like these are already pre-bent, but this is completely flat out. So it's kind of hard to line up, but once you get it, it's a pretty solid click. Here we go. And it just fits right in there. So what I like to do is I would basically, once you get the first one, the other ones usually follow suit. Not quite with this one because I'm doing it live and it likes to be a pain in my butt. And notice how my right hand, I'm holding up the screen because I don't want to drop it because it'll pull the ribbon cable right off. It'll cause some damage. Oh, come on. Stop being like this. Just get it. Get it there. No, you're not gonna. No, that's. You don't like it? Yeah, you don't like it there? How about over here? No, not there either. No, you're just not gonna take it. Gonna make me look like a dummy on Facebook? Yeah, on YouTube. Ah, Jesus. All right. Oh, all right, that's another one. What's this one? Oh, and another thing too. Notice how like the ribbon cables are stacked a certain way. Make sure you keep it stacked that way, and you don't like cross over cables, and because that'll cause some more damage too. All right, come on. Yeah, so the newer iPhones only have 3 ribbon cables. So the older ones had 4. So that's why I'm kind of like, ugh, stop being a pain in my butt. All right, anyways, all right, got them on. And then I usually use this to press down on it, and don't force it. Just kind of tap it a little bit just to make sure all the pins are connected. Now there is a screen that goes on top of this thing right here, but I don't put it on yet. What I do is that I'll leave it. I'll connect the battery right here. Make sure you disconnect the battery before you do that, or you might short it out. And then I just kind of leave it. And he has some battery power already, but what I usually like to do is, instead of like messing around with the power button because everything's loose, I just plug in a power cable, and then it turns the thing right on. And once it turns on and it boots up, I basically slide to unlock it. Oh, and I forgot to see if he had a passcode on the phone. Okay, so you should see an Apple logo, like that one right there. That means so far so good. And let me send him a text or call him. Be like, hey, buddy, by the way, is there a passcode? I mean, like, I'm going to find out probably sooner than he answers. Yep, I just heard the ding. Yeah, it is a passcode, son of a bitch. What's the passcode? Hopefully he's still awake. I mean, I did tag him in this video. Like, there he is right there. So maybe he's ignoring me. I don't know. Or I could just call him, I guess. Oh, no, he's getting back to me. I'm doing a live vid of the phone repair at the moment. If you would like to watch. LOL. Don't ask me why I did LOL. Okay. All right. And yes, I covered it because, just for protection purposes. All right, anyways. So you could see Mario's face. Hopefully Facebook won't take down my video because of copyright. Just kidding. All right, so yes. So as you can see, everything is working. Home button's working. Brings it back. Go into settings. Yada, yada, yada. That's okay. Software update. Yeah, I don't care. So everything seems to be working good. So, yeah. All right, so now that that's good, I'm gonna hold the power button and power it off. Unplug the thing. Okay, beautiful. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is put the panels back on there. Now I know before I've done videos that once the screen was fixed, I was like, yeah, okay, I'll end the stream. But this one is pretty straightforward, so I was like, all right, you know what? I'll go all out and I'll do the full repair on it. Because sometimes I'll replace the screen, but then something else won't work, and then I'm like, oh crap, and I don't want to embarrass myself on Facebook, so I don't want to show it. Jeebus. All right, so let's see. And as I stated before, with the iPhones, they're very specific for the location of the screws. So the nice thing about the iFixit kit, it has a grid system. So you know exactly what screw goes into which hole. Ladies and gentlemen. So that's actually quite helpful. Now, what I usually do is I do the center one first, just to hold everything together. Because once again, I have to hold this while I do it. And this is a magnetic tip, but it doesn't have enough charge to actually cause any damage. on the phone itself. It's very, very low magnetic, but it's just enough to hold the screw at the tip. I'll leave that one alone. There we go. Okay, we got 2 more. Oh, this video is just a half an hour. Okay, sweet. I think this is gonna be one of the quickest repair videos that I've done. All the other ones were like at least like an hour because it did not work correctly and it didn't go smoothly. So of course, when I do live videos, yeah, I'll screw up. And the worst part about my job too is doing this is that, you know, I'll test it, everything works, I put it all together, and then it stops working. And I'm like, oh yes, of course. Why would it not stop working? You know, just my luck. I get that a lot with PlayStations. Apparently, when you reflow the CPU and the GPU on it for the blinking red light or the blinking yellow light, and you repair it and you leave it open and everything works. When you put everything back together, it's actually really sensitive, especially if when you're reflowing it using a heat gun, obviously, and you're reflowing the part of the motherboard, so it does kind of like bend if you don't stabilize the motherboard correctly. So as you're putting the thing together, you know, and you're screwing it down, it's basically re-bending the motherboard, which will cause the issue to happen again. So usually I try to wait until the motherboard's completely cooled off so it won't, like, you know, flex too much. But then also while I'm putting everything back together, I'll screw it in, but not all the way. Just leave it just enough so it'll hold. And then I'll leave it at that. All right, so to put the screen back on, you do the opposite. But if you notice too, there's actually 2 hooks here, actually 3. So you want to actually go in an angle here. And then this will also cause the ribbons to bend, which is fine. It's supposed to do that. So I like to just go just enough and then do all the way around. And don't force it either, because there are clips here that hold it in. And if you force it, you'll cause some more damage to it. Yeah, see this phone. I could tell where he dropped it. Right here, because even as I'm closing it up, there's like a popping, which usually means the aluminum frame here is bent. Yeah, I could kind of see it too. I don't know if you guys could see the bend. It's very slight, but just enough for this to get pushed in. But that's all right though. The screw over here will hold it in. So, all right. You know what? Before I take the whole thing apart and rebend the aluminum, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna get into that. That'd be a little bit too much. Okay, so then you put the 2 screws back down here. Ba-ba-ba. Okay. Yeah. All right, there we go. And yes, this is very relaxing for me when everything works. Another reason why I might go quiet, because I'm just kind of like zoned out and just in my zen. Which is probably why Eva tattoos people, because a lot of people, they say the same thing too. They're in their zen, which I'm not going to complain about. Okay. Yeah, it's still popping up a little bit, but that's all right. Okay. Throw the SIM card back. Oh, gee. Woo! That was. Oh my God, that would have sucked. Okay, I need to get probably a rubber mat for this next time. Whew, shit. That was close. Anyways. Yeah. Okay, power button's on. All right. Go ahead and just kind of clean off this case just a smidge to put this phone back in there. course, we have the peel. Shh. Oh, yeah. That's a good sound right there. Getting rid of the fingerprints I put on the bottom of this thing. Oh, no. Okay. Oops. Put that back, and he just be able to snap everything right back in there. Life proof. Yeah, life proof could only do so much. There we go. Okay, home button. And it was crap. Beautiful. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, and here come all the messages. Yes. All the messages. Great. All right. So I guess I'll just leave this off. Really don't want to read any of his private stuff. Leave it charging. So when I get it back, it's 100% because, you know, I'm that kind of repair guy that likes to fully charge your batteries. So you're not stuck on some BS, no charge, half charge. No, I charge it 100%, so you are ready to rock when you get your phone back. And now I get to put all my lovely things away. Because, you know, I'm sure that's the best part of the video you guys love to watch is when I do cleanup. I could already tell, so I'm not going to take that away from you because that'd just be rude. And I'm not a rude guy. I'm a nice guy. Now I'm just babbling, but that's okay. I like to babble while I put my stuff away. Hey. All right, anyways. Okay, so that pretty much does it for that. So I'm going to put my face back on because I know you guys miss me. Huh? Anyways, yeah, so that is pretty much the iPhone 6 LCD screen replacement here. And I always put the original back and I give it back to my client or customer, however you want to see it. And they ask like, oh, I don't need this. And I tell them, well, I don't need it either. Well, why would you give it back to me? And I kind of tell them, oh, it's kind of like a memoriam where you see it and it reminds you not to break your phone again. Because if you do, you're going to have to bring it back and have me fix it again, which I have no problem redoing. I will fix your phone all day, every day. But it couldn't hurt to have like a little tinsy reminder of that. So anyways, yeah, so I did mention before the next thing I was going to fix was this guy here. The Sprout Chubby or Chubby, whatever you want to call it. So like I said before, I fixed his screen twice already. And then they waited until their kid got a little bit older. So I was like, all right, well, I'll fix it again because you already paid me for it. So I'm not going to do it. But the thing is, like, they're in Florida for, like, I think 3 months. So it's going to be a while before I get it back to them. So, and then my next one, actually, Paulie, if you're watching, this is not his phone, but this was one of his favorite one, is the LG Stylo 3. So this one actually doesn't look too, I mean, it still works. I was actually able to power it on. Everything works. It's just, if you take a look, you know, you have that nasty gouge right there and then spider all the way from there. But anyways, yeah, but the whole phone works fine. The screen I got for like, I think $20. So why the hell not? So I'm going to swap that out. And then, yeah. So, yeah, so like I was saying before, I did open another store. It's up in Concord, New Hampshire, on Loudon Road. I think it's 169. It's like next to a no, it's next to a nail salon or something. So, it's going to be at least a month or so before we start doing the full transition and everything under my name and stuff like that. And there will be a lot of improvements too. So if the guys do Google it, he does have a couple of pictures, but a lot of that's going to change for the better. So, spread the word, let people know. Once I get it pretty much official and everything switched over, I'll change everything over in Google and on Facebook and everything. So anyways, all right. So if you guys liked what I did, give me a like. I appreciate it on Facebook and on YouTube. If you don't like it, then you could hit that other button on YouTube. Fortunately, Facebook doesn't have the unlike button, so you could just carry on. I will put links in the video description on both YouTube and on Facebook of the iFixit kit. And then also my website and that sort of stuff. So please like, share, subscribe, notification for Facebook and YouTube too. So when the next time I do a video, you guys will get notified for that. So all right, so I will end the stream there. Thank you very much, and I appreciate everyone's support, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.